1-2. Swung on and miss. Fuchs
coming in right side. Sip. Goes down to the slide and gets it.
Nelson's going to take off on the pitch, which is a called strike 3. Anderson.
Wes Marshall pitches a ground ball through the infield on the left side. One will score. They're going to wave a second runner around. Throw will come to the plate. It is not in time.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome to Enderlin for game number 13 of 14 here from the Enderlin Baseball Invitational as Hillsboro-Central Valley tangles with the Oaks Tornadoes here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. And then after this one, the Oaks Tornadoes will go up against another Region 2 team, but it will be the Thompson Tommies. That game is scheduled for 6:30 a little bit later on here tonight in Enderlin. We're going to take a quick time out as we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show. For more information, go to IrieINS.com. Go online again for all your insurance requests to IrieINS.com. Still to come, starting lineups and the opening pitch from Enderlin here on your live event.
At any level of care. With Halstead Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halstead Living Center, or find more information at halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Cruise on over to Hillsboro Body Shop, where they work on anything automotive. Cars, pickups, semis, and more. The guys combine for over 25 years of experience with professional, top quality, and timely automotive service. It's Ben and Tyrell at the Hillsboro Body Shop. Call 701-636-4981. Cars, pickups, semis, and more. If it moves and needs work, bring it over to the Hillsboro Body Shop. Call Ben Alba and Tyrell Lee 701-636-4981. The Hillsboro Body Shop.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
Hillsboro Drug and Gift, your community Health Mart pharmacy, brings you the feel-good savings on your healthcare needs. Keep the allergies at bay with Health Mart Allergy Relief 30-count tablets, just $14.99. Health Mart Ibuprofen 100-count coated tablets, just $3.99. 100-count pack of Health Mart calcium tablets for just $7.49. You can also get a 2-pack of COVID-19 tests for just $15.95 at Hillsboro Drug and Gift. Hillsboro Drug and Gift and Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
The Hillsboro Vets Club. It's where Boro sports fans meet after every game. The Hillsboro Vets Club is cheering for the Burros and also very appreciative of the community support of all of their fundraisers, their events, and just stopping in to enjoy the social and great atmosphere at the Hillsboro Vets Club. Good luck, Burros, from all your friends and veterans from the Hillsboro Vets Club. It's where Burros sports fans and us broadcasters meet after every game.
As we come back here on our Irie Insurance pregame show, we'll get to our starting lineups brought to you in part by our friends at American Crystal Sugar. If you want to live the sweet life with great careers and quality products, grower-owned, go to crystalsugar.com. That's crystalsugar.com. Hillsboro-Central Valley, the Burros will be the visitors on the scoreboard, and the Oaks Tornadoes will be the home team here for HCV. Gavin Belials will lead things off, the center fielder junior, with Mr. Braden Walsh, the second baseman senior, batting second. Cole Hebel, the first baseman, the junior, followed by Mr. Johnson at third base. Gannon Limke at pitcher, batting fifth, and Devin Johnson sixth at catcher. Dahlm, the shortstop, seventh. Magnuson, eighth, with Nelson, the designated hitter, and Halfley in right field here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Roney is going to be pitching here for the Oaks Tornadoes. Brogan in the circle here. First pitch is underway at 4:47, and we're a little early, and that's all right here in Hendrickson Field. Overcast skies and 70 degrees right now in Enderlin. The catcher is Christensen here for Oaks. The Tornadoes are under the guidance of Greg Dobitz here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Missing at the knee, now 1-1. Playing third base is Wallach and Lindbergh at first here for the Tornadoes at the corners. And the pitch, missing for a ball, now 2-1. At shortstop is Newstill and Wilprecht at short here for Oaks. And Wilprecht again at second base. Here's the 2-1 pitch in there for a strike at 2-2. Szymanowski in right field. Here's the 2-2 offering on the way to Belials and the pitch. This one hit in the air and right to Szymanowski on a line for the out. 1 out now in the top of the first inning. Line drive out as Walsh will step up. Braden, the second baseman here. In left field is Hammerman for Oaks, and then in center field for the Tornadoes will be Dolny. The lefty coming in here with Walsh, and the pitch on the way by Roney in there for a strike. Now 0-1. The Tornadoes will have another game after this one concludes, as they will square off with the Thompson Tommies here later tonight. For HCV, they are done with the Enderlin Baseball Invitational after this game wraps up. Now 0-2. Taking a look at HCV in this tournament. They defeated Thompson 6-5 in a Region 2 tilt. Game number 4, 6-5. Braden Walsh scored on a wild pitch for the Burros. This one missing for a ball, now 1-2. Hillsboro-Central Valley and Northern Castan in 4 innings. A 9-8 game. As Trey Hussar had a 2 RBI game-winning single for Northern Cass in the win over HCV yesterday. This one hit into foul territory. Wallach stays with it and collects the out there in foul ground. So a pop out to the third baseman. Now 2 outs here to open things up as Cole Hebel steps up to the plate. Two down now in the top of the first on our Tim Cazette Seed Sales scoreboard. For more information, call that number that you see on the screen there, 430-0877. This one fouled up the first baseline foul. Aaron Johnson due up next if Hebel can get aboard here for the Burros. Watroba, Jake running the camera, Miller, Chase, or if you go Jake Watroba, Chase Miller, with you here in Enderlin. Here's the 0-1 offering by Hebel. To Hebel. That one misses for a ball. Brogan Roney here for the foul back. Now it is 1-2. Get to some of the scores throughout the day here as this broadcast moves on. That one is going to miss for a ball. Now 2-2. So the second time we've seen a 2-2 count here for Roney, with Christensen behind the plate here for Oaks. HCV trying to get their first run across here. This one is going to be hit down the right field line, but with the wind, that one is hooking foul. Cole Hebel, the lefty, trying to take advantage of that short porch in right field at 285. Straightaway center at 325, and down the left field line at 370. Here's the pitch. Missing for a ball. Makes the count full. Now 3-2. So Roney will have his first 3-2 count, and the pitch. Missing for a ball. And that'll be a walk. And first runner aboard now for the Burros, as Johnson will come up to the plate. Aaron Johnson, the senior third baseman here today for HCV. Benjamin Stan, the head coach here for the Burros. HCV out of Region 2, as Johnson, righty versus righty, takes a ball, now 1-0. So in this game, it's a 5-inning game or 90 minutes of baseball, whichever one comes first. If we're tied still after either the 90 minutes or the 5 innings, or if we just get through 4, for example, it would go to sudden death. This one missing low, now 2-0. 3 games of this invite were Region 1 or Region 2 counters, just because of all the moisture and not being able to get in the field in April. Roney looks back, the runner at first. Good, healthy cut there with Johnson, now 2-1. The Burros out in their white pinstripe uniforms, the white unis with the blue numerals, with HCV written across the front. For the Oaks Tornadoes out in their black tops with orange numerals and lettering. The runner from first, and Hebel goes. There's the throw down to second, not in time as Wilprecht was covering. And the runner gets into scoring position now with Hebel at second base. So 2 outs here. It'll be a 3-1 count to the cleanup batter in the HCV lineup. And now for the first time this afternoon, HCV will have a runner in scoring position. Gannon Limke, the pitcher, is due up next if Aaron can get aboard. Taking his lead off a second as Hebel swung on and missed. Back-to-back counts now that Roney will see a full count here against a Burro batter. 2 outs via the line drive and a pop-out. Roney looking for his first K of the afternoon. Instead, he'll throw back-to-back walks, and for HCV, trying to get a little 2-out magic going here in the top of the first inning. Limke, the senior, will step in, batting on the right-hand side here, and a base knock, trying to help his own cause in this contest. As Roney looks back, the runner at second, and fires. This one is hit in the air and smashed to straightaway center. That one is to the track, to the wall, and gone! It's a 3-run homer for Gannon Limke, and the Burros now lead it 3-0. Limke wasting little time as well, as he's able to hit one over the Hendrickson field right straightaway center wall, as that one is gone for a 3-run shot. Hebel comes in to score from second. Johnson comes in to score from first. And Limke, with the bases clearing, 3-run homer. Top of the first inning, talk about helping your own cause when he's wasting little time as well. I believe that's our first home run of the afternoon as well that got out of the park here. So HCV was able to do that with Thompson a little bit yesterday using a long ball as Devin Johnson steps up. So the walks via the 2-out variety come back and haunt Oaks in this one. Swung on and missed there by Johnson, now 1-1. Dolney in center, Simonowski in right with Hammerman in left. Wallach at third base here for the Oaks Tornadoes. This one is going to miss for a ball, now 2-1. Wilprecht at second with Lindbergh at first. Behind the plate is Christensen. Here's the pitch. That one is going to be in there for a strike, now 2-2. Howie Newstill at shortstop here for Oaks in the infield. 2-2 pitch by Brogan Roney. That one will be 3-2, so the third batter that will see the full count here for the Burros. So HCV leads at 3-0 on the 3-run homer, and that one swung on and missed, and that'll retire the side on the first strikeout there for Roney. One inning of work for Roney so far, but he gives up 3 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the first inning with the Oaks Tornadoes coming to the bat for the first time this afternoon.
Hello, I'm Jim Berkemeyer, inviting you to join me on a New England Fall Foliage Tour, September 25th to October 3rd. Our journey begins with a tour of historic Boston. We then travel to New Hampshire's White Mountains to admire the spectacular colors before ending our journey in New York City with an included Broadway musical. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to learn more about this tour and watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and business. Hello, Shane with Irie Insurance. Since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devil's Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Macville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com.
You're protected and
To the bottom of the first inning, we'll continue with our American Crystal Sugar lineups here. With American Crystal Sugar, live the sweet life. Go online to crystalsugar.com. And this will be for the Oaks Tornadoes. Fletcher Wilprecht will lead things off, batting leadoff, the second baseman. Roney batting second, the pitcher, with Howie Newstill, the shortstop, batting third. Christensen, the catcher, in the cleanup spot, followed by Haberman in left, and Lindbergh at first base, batting sixth. Max Wallach, the third baseman, batting seventh. Dolney batting eighth, and Simonuski, the right fielder, batting ninth here for the Tornadoes. We'll get to the field here in a moment for HCV. If you're just joining us, the Burros scored a 3-run homer, or hit a 3-run homer by Gannon Limke in the top of the first inning with 2 outs to get 3 runs across here for HCV. Thanks for tuning in to high school baseball on your live events here on this Saturday afternoon. As we get closer to the early evenings, upper 60s, wind continues to go throughout today. And now here at Hendrickson Field, which started at 9 o'clock this morning, 8 hours ago, between Harvey, Wells County, and Maple River, was game number 1. We're to game number 6 here of 7 and 13 of 14 here in this baseball invitational. First pitch on the way by Limke, misses low to Wilprecht, the junior second baseman. Righty versus righty here to open things up to the Oaks Tornadoes in the bottom of the first inning. In the pitch on the way by Limke, that one missing for a ball, now 2-0. Minnesota Twins won earlier today, 1-0. NDSU plays Miami, Florida later today in college baseball in Florida. Here's the offering in for the dirt, now 2-1. Yesterday, NDSU lost to the Hurricanes 22-0. Number 5 team in college baseball, but a Thompson Tommy and Caden Schwabe hit a triple in the third inning to kind of be the highlight of that one. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one missing at the letters. Now 3-1 to the leadoff batter here for the Tornadoes. Hafley in left, Belials in center, and Magnuson in right for the Burros. Gannon Limke rocks and fires. This one in there for a strike. Now 3-2 makes the count full. Wilprecht, Roney, and Newstill here. 1, 2, 3 batters again for Oaks. Christensen, Hammerman, and Lindbergh, the middle part of the lineup. Here's the 3-2 pitch. This one hit on the ground of the shortstop there in Johnson. Gloves, fires, and gets him by a step with Hebel with the stretch. 6-3 on the putout. Dahlem at third base, Hebel at first, Walsh at second, and Johnson at short. Here for HCV. As Brogan Roney will come up here for the Tornadoes. So Johnson, at third base. At shortstop here is Dahlem. That one in there for a strike, now 0-1. And then behind the plate here is Devin Johnson. And at third base is Aaron Johnson here for the Burros. That one in there for a strike as well at the knee, now 0-2 quickly. Limke working ahead of the number 2 batter here in the Tornadoes lineup. As Limke looks in, and the 0-2 pitch. That one going to be a 1-2 offering upcoming here now to Limke. As the righty looks in and fires. That one missing low. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 370 to left field, 325 to straightaway center, and 285 down the right field line. It does jettison out a little bit, but right down the line here at Hendrickson Field, 285 in Enderlin. Here's a 2-2 offering by Limke. It swung on and missed, and Limke gets his first strikeout of the afternoon. Howie Newstill now due up next here for the Oaks Tornadoes. Oaks part of the North Sargent and Sargent Central co-op as well with Oaks in terms of the high schools that are together. Hillsboro-Central Valley with Hillsboro and Central Valley, the Buxton Reynolds area in Hillsboro. On our bottom of the first inning, Limke This one hit on the ground, and Limpke with the one-hopper fields it over to Hebel, and that'll retire the side here for the Oaks Tornadoes. No runs across on no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. One complete on our Tim Cassette seat scoreboard. It's HCV up by 3 with the Burros coming to bat here in the top of the second inning.
K2 Seeds is pleased to help sponsor this broadcast. At K2 Seeds, we appreciate the hard work, competitive play, and good sportsmanship the Burros present each and every time they compete. Good luck, Burros, from Chad and Cody Kritzberger at K2 Seeds.
It's the concert event of the summer in the Brainerd Lakes area. Lakes Jam, June 22nd through June 25th at Brainerd International Raceway.
R&J Broadcasting is the presenting sponsor.
Experience Lakes Jam. For rock and rollers, the main stage features Tesla, Warrant, and Hairball. For country enthusiasts, John Party, Cole Swindell, Gabby Barrett, and Mark Wills. Experience watercross, drifting, and lawnmower racing. For on-site camping, lodging, and tickets, visit lakesjam.com.
To the top of the second inning, Hillsboro-Central Valley will be sending the bottom of their lineup here. 7, 8, and 9 batters here. As they've been able to, if you're just joining us, let's get to a Ryan Opdahl Agency in-game update. The Ryan Opdahl Agency at Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-5777 for your insurance request. Visit with Ryan Opdahl today. If you're just joining us, 2 up, 2 down for HCV in the top of the first, but then a Hebel walk followed by a Johnson walk. Allowed a 3-run homer by Limpke to straightaway center. And that's where HCV has the lead 3-0. Then Limpke 3 up, 3 down with 1 strikeout in the bottom of the first. So Andrew Dolan will come up, the junior shortstop. First pitch swinging, hits it into left center field, and that's going to split the gap as Dolney retrieves it at the wall. And it's going to be a stand-up double here for Dolan, and hit number 2 of the afternoon for the Burros at the plate. That was a good hit on the line as Alex Magnuson, the right fielder. Talking with Coach Stand yesterday after some of the games here in Enderlin, just said, you know what, it's so good to finally get on the field. You know, coming into this week on Wednesday, they just played 1 game, and you can say that for a lot of teams across the region, as that one's going to be outside for a ball. To Magnuson saying, you know what, we just need games, and getting 2 games in yesterday, getting a game in on Thursday, getting a game in here on Saturday, hopes that, you know what, whether you win or lose, this one is fouled back to Highway 46. Now it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Just saying, you know what, it's one thing getting in the cage, it's one thing playing wiffle ball or doing stuff on inside, but to see live pitching, to see a different scene, just to see the ball coming off the mound. This one is low. Now 2-1. Limp make that Dom getting a good lead off a second. Saying you just can't beat live pitching, and right now HCV able to make a couple of good contacts here against the Oaks pitcher and Roney. And the pitch. That one's going to be outside as well for a ball. Now 3-1. As the designated hitter, Preston Nelson is due up next. Runner at second in Dolan. And the 3-1 pitch. This one, good rip, swung on and missed. Now 3-2. 5 innings of baseball here, or again 90 minutes. A game that is currently 19 minutes old. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be a ball, and it's going to be the 3rd walk here by Brogan Roney on the mound. So Preston Nelson batting 9th, the junior designated hitter. Then I'll go back to the top of the order with Belials on deck. As the Burros will have runners at first and second, and nobody out here in the top of the second. And the pitch. First pitch swinging, inside out swing down the right field line. That's going to be a fair ball. That's in there. We'll see if they send Dolan. They do. Dolan goes from second to home, and he's going to be in there. It's an RBI single for Preston Nelson. So Nelson will get aboard with an RBI single. Going to second is Magnuson. And makes it 4-0 right now, HCV, after the Nelson RBI. Belials will be up next now. Belials with a line drive out his last time up to the right fielder in Simonowski. Now it is 0-1. Batter number 4 here for HCV in the top of the second inning. And the 0-1 offering with runners at first and second. This one hit on the ground, going to be in the hole. Going to second, they get the fielder's choice. Nice job by Howie Newstill going deep into the hole. Flips it to Wilprecht covering at second, 1 out. Magnuson goes to third. Nelson is retired on the fielder's choice at second, and Belials gains first. Braden Walsh will come in, scored the game-winning run on the wild pitch against Thompson yesterday in what was a Region 2 counter game here in Enderlin. So 4-0 Burros, but a chance to tack on some more runs here in the top of the second. Runner goes from first to second base here, and essentially a defensive indifference as Belial's able to get to second base. Put that play on, see if you get the throw down to second, and the runner can scamper in from third instead. Christensen just threw it right back to Roney on the mound. And the pitch. This one going to miss. Now 2-0 to the number 2 batter here for the Burros. Popped out in foul territory to Wallach up the third base line his last time up. And the pitch. That one runs in. Now 3-0. Wallach playing at the grass. Same for Lindbergh at first base here with the infield playing in. Howie Newstill right now trying to keep the runner at second close. 3-0 offering to Walsh. This one is hit on the ground. It's a C&I single. 1 run is in with Magnuson. They're going to send the runner from second, Belials, in, and it's a 2 RBI single, and the Burros now lead it 6-0 against the Oaks Tornadoes. Magnuson comes in, Belials comes in. It's an RBI, 2 RBI single here, and just like the first inning, 3 runs across so far for HCV here in the second. So Walsh with the 2 RBI single. First pitch swinging is Hebel, and Hebel hits one deep to the track, and that ball is gone. Hebel hits one to right center field, close to where Gannon Limke hit his home run in the first, and the Burros now lead it 8-0 over the Oaks Tornadoes. The second home run of the afternoon for the Burros, a 3-run shot, now a 2-run shot. Walsh will come in from first, Hebel with the round tripper, and now it's 8-0 Burros on our Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. The Burros have just been able to put some really good at-bats together here so far today in this inning. 4 hits across, a single, a homer, a walk, 3 hits across. 4 hits, a double, a single, and a homer with a walk and a fielder's choice so far with just 1 out. Coming up is Aaron Johnson, walk with a run, scored his last time up in the first. Hits one down the third base line, foul. Batter number 7 here for HCV against the Oaks Tornadoes. The Burros right now with 8 runs across. As Roney right now is on the mound again. Oaks has to play after this against the Thompson Tommies. That one is going to be a 1-2 offering. So right now for Greg Dobitz, too, just kind of how everything went, playing Kindred Richland a couple nights ago on Thursday. Having a game here yesterday as well. Swung on and missed. Roney gets his second strikeout. You take a look at, for the Oaks Tornadoes in this Invitational, they played yesterday against Hatton Northwood in 4 innings, lost 8-7 against the Thunder. And then all of a sudden you look at the other side here. They have a game today and a game later tonight. 2 games on Thursday. So for Greg Dobitz, just kind of have to allow your pitchers to kind of work through it here when you have a number of contests, whether it's the 5 or 7 inning variety here, as Limke is back up. Limke 0-1 in the count. This one swung on and missed. Now 0-2. Limke, 3-run homer his last time up. Batter number 8 now for the Burros here in the top of the second inning. So far, 5 runs across on 4 hits. And the pitch. This one is hit on the ground past the third baseman Wallach into left field and make it hit number 5 now here of the second. So Limke gets aboard, and Devin Johnson is due up next for HCV. Struck out his last time up in the first. And Limke Looks like we'll have a courtesy runner coming in for the Burros as Cooper Broughton, the sophomore, will be at first base. So Broughton will be at first with Devin Johnson now stepping up. Roney still on the mound here. Good, healthy swing by Johnson, now 0-1. Andrew Dullum started things off on the on-deck circle in this top of the second with a double with a run scored as well as Devin. This one will be a pick play back to first. Cooper Broughton gets back in there safely. Lindbergh holding him on with Wilprecht at second base. Wind has died down a little bit from some of the gusts that we've seen throughout this afternoon, but still blowing here from left to right. That one's going to be at the shoes, low, and now 1-1. HCV playing some good teams here. Thompson, some square off with Northern Cass as well, and now Oaks. So the Burros getting a taste of Region 1 here in this Enderlin Baseball Invitational. That one in there for a strike, now 1-2. See teams out of Region 1, Region 2, Region 5 with Harvey Wells County making the trek down. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way from Brogan. That one swung on and missed, and that'll retire the side, but not before 5 runs come across on 5 hits. No errors and 1 runner left on base. A inning and a half complete here in Enderlin. It's the Burros up by 8. The Tornadoes coming to the plate.
MLGC offers ultra-high-speed broadband, streaming TV, telephone, advanced business services, and commercial-grade video surveillance services. MLGC has a goal to continue to deliver future technologies that make rural communities in North Dakota vibrant places in which to live and do business in. They're your local provider who prides itself on its unmatched customer service with a small-town touch. MLGC has offices in Enderlin, Cooperstown, and Kindred. For more info, go to mlgc.com.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
When you need seed for your farm, contact Rocky Nedham. Nedham Seeds in Caledonia, 701-430-1149. Wheat varieties include LCS Trigger, LCS Rebel, AgriPro, SY Velda. Nedham Seeds also has barley seed and Seedex sugar beet seed, plus Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed. Wheat, barley, corn, soybean, sunflower, alfalfa, and sugar beet seed. Nedham Seeds, Caledonia, 701-430-1149.
As we come back here, new pitcher as Limke has done 1 inning of work with 1 strikeout, no hits against him. Walsh is coming on here, so Halfley will play second, and he'll go from left field to second base. Limke will go from pitcher to left, and then Walsh will come into the contest here now for HCV. Brandon Walsh, the senior, will be working here in the second inning with the Burros up by 8 runs as he will go through Gavin Christensen, Hammerman, and Lindbergh here for Oaks, the 4, 5, and 6 batters for the Tornadoes. Hillsboro-Central Valley been able to take advantage here today of some good timely hitting and a couple of long ball home runs. 5 of their 8 runs across so far via the home run, a 3-run shot and a 2-run shot as well here for the Burros. Hillsboro-Central Valley, and alongside the Oaks Tornadoes, we will have HCV baseball. Go to yourliveevent.com for the home games again for the next week and a half before the postseason starts. And then for the Oaks Tornadoes, we are scheduled to have a game at Northern Cass in Hunter on Monday, also on your live event. Barring Mother Nature with what this weekend and Monday might look like again for rain coming in throughout the valley. Here's the pitch. That one is going to be missing for a ball. Now 1-0 to Christensen. Christensen, the junior catcher here for the Oaks Tornadoes. Here's the 1-0 offering. And that one's going to be in there for a strike with Walsh. Now 1-1. Tornadoes will look to get something going here in the bottom of the second. This one is popped straight up, and that's going to go over the third base dugout, out of play, and now it will be 1-2. Oaks was down by 5 against Hatton Northwood yesterday and came storming back to tie things up. And it ended up being 7-7. Then they went to sudden death, and Hatton Northwood with Derek Carpenter delivered the walk-off hit to make it 8-7. But Tornadoes, we saw them in a similar situation earlier this invitational, come back. HCV, though, trying to disregard that. Here in the off-speed pitch, swung on and missed. It's the second strikeout for the pitching staff here for the Burros. One with Limke and one with Walsh now. One out here in the bottom of the second inning. As Riley Hammerman, the left fielder, steps up, the senior. Coming up after the conclusion of this game, Oaks and Thompson. That'll be at around 6:30. Might be a little bit earlier than that, as this one is popped up down the left field line. Johnson is giving chase. Takes his hat off and fields it one-handed. Pop fly on the foul out there with Hammerman. One pitch, one out as Chase Lindbergh steps to the plate. We will have the next contest with Oaks and Thompson also here on your live event. So 2 outs here now in the top of the second inning. The bottom of the second inning. As we have Lindbergh here, the first baseman, senior, tank for a ball. Lindbergh's been able to square up a couple so far here in Enderlin this weekend. And the pitch, that one running in. Now 2-0. Max Wallach is due up next if Lindbergh can get aboard. Oaks looking for their first base runner here on this late afternoon, early evening at Hendrickson Field. 2-0 offering. That one fouled back. Now 2-1. So a righty with Limke start things off. Now a righty with Walsh as well here for the Burros. Here's the 2-0 offering. 2-1 offering on the way. That one missing low. Now 3-1. Two outs here in the bottom of the second, and the pitch by Walsh. Swung on and missed, makes the count full, now 3-2. So the second time we've seen a full count here by the Tornado batters. Fletcher Wilprecht was able to do so to lead things off, but then grounded out to the shortstop, Dullum, last half inning for Oaks. And that'll be a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Walsh with 2 strikeouts as well. We go to the top of the third inning. HCV coming to bat, up by 8.
You can trust Paul's Hometown Repair for professional service on your vehicles, cars, vans, pickups. Bring them in to Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro. Whether it's light work such as oil changes and tune-ups, or more serious matters including transmission work and engine overhauls, they'll get the work done for you at Paul's Hometown Repair. They'll get your vehicle back on its wheels, running like new. Call 436-4676 to schedule your vehicle for service at Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro. Reed Insurance, Terry Reed and Julie Larson, serving you with homeowners, farm, auto, multi-peril, crop hail. They're here to help you with the insurance you need. Located in the Wright Implement Building in Hillsboro, call Julie or Terry today at Reed Insurance, 701-636-5471. Visit with Terry Reed and Julie Larson for the insurance coverage you need. You can depend on Reed Insurance. Bloomfield Enterprise Hillsboro has Meridian Manufacturing seed tenders on the lot. The 405 model is trailer-mounted self-filling unit featuring and equipped with the auto conveyor, one-click dispense. Quite a feature. You'll enjoy it on your farm. And the 375 is on trailers or skid-mounted models available. Bloomfield Enterprise Hillsboro. You can reach Tim at 701-430-0877 or Larry 218-368-7989. Meridian Manufacturing seed tenders from Bloomfield Enterprise Hillsboro.
Going to the top of the third inning here. Hillsboro-Central Valley leads it 8-rip over the Oaks Tornadoes. Dullum takes a ball to open things up here. The 7, 8, and 9 batters here for the Burros in the top of the third inning. As Ronion for his second inning of work here for Oaks on the mound. I'll be outside for a ball now, 2-0. Dullum so far with a double a run scored as well. And the top of the second inning takes one outside for a ball, now 3-0. Brogan on the mound, 2 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs against him. 8 runs against him. 3 walks with a pair of strikeouts. This one is fouled. Now 3-1. That one is going to be swung on and missed. Now 3-2. 3 runs for HCV in the first, 5 in the second, 1 hit in the first, and 6 in the second. This one is going to be hit past the third baseman Wallach into left field. Hammerman able to cut it off and get it back in for a single here for Andrew. So another base knock here, and that'll be 8 so far here today. And now at the plate is going to be Alex Magnuson. A walk with a run scored his last time up in the second. Runner at first is Dullum. And the pitch. This one is fouled. Outside for a ball now to Alex. Now 1-1 with Preston Nelson due up next. That one's going to be out for a ball. Now 2-1. It's been up and down the roster so far here for HCV in terms of their runs. Everybody's gotten a board so far today outside of Devin Johnson. This one is hit, popped up down the right field line, giving chase, and that one will be out of play for a deep strike, and we'll keep it at 2 balls and 2 strikes here in the top of the third inning. Bayless right now with a stolen base and a run scored. Walsh with a single and a run scored. You have Hebel with a walk, 3 runs scored, and 2 runs driven in. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Magnuson, and he takes for a ball now 3-2. Johnson a walk with a run scored. Limke is 2 for 2 with a 3-run homer. Dullum double and a run in. This one is fouled, and that will be 3-2 again. Magnuson walk with a run scored, and Preston Nelson an RBI single his last time up. So top to bottom here for HCV, just been balanced today against the righty Brogan Roney here for the Oaks Tornadoes. And the pitch, this one is fouled again. Good at bat here by the senior right fielder in Magnuson. Coming up, we'll get to our Halstead Telephone Company post-game show. Discover local reliability you can trust at Halstead Telephone. It's how to connect online at halsteadtel.com. That's halsteadtel.com. And the pitch, that one strike 3 looking, and Roney gets his 3rd strikeout of the afternoon, the backwards K. And this will be Preston Nelson now coming to the plate. Also, we'll get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Might be a 1-2 combination right now in terms of how HCV has had this balance up and down the lineup. And the pitch, that one missing for a ball, now 1-0. After Nelson, he'll go back to the top of the order with Gavin Belials, a game that's about 40 minutes old right now. Again, 5 innings or 90 minutes of baseball. This one, check swing in there for a strike at 1-1. Also, we'll get to our RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game, and I think that would be the long ball currently for HCV. Part of the reason why they're up 8-0. 5 runs driven in via the home run. Good rip on the way there by Nelson, the DH, now 1-2. Wallach playing at third, New still at short. Wilprecht at second, and Lindbergh here. This one is going to be fouled. And the Oaks Tornadoes actually will have a new first baseman in Rorick here this half inning. So Deegan playing first right now for the Tornadoes. This one is hit in the air to center field. The center fielder there, Dolney, comes, and that's going to be a bobbled ball. So the runner from first base was playing halfway by Dolom. He'll get to second. Nelson reaches on an error. First one of the day by Oaks, and now it's going to be Gavin Belials coming up to the plate. That one just kind of came off the glove, went into the gap there for the Tornadoes. And Oaks just unable to glove that one. So now there's still just one out here, and the top of the lineup coming up for Hillsboro-Central Valley. With Brogan on the mound, and that'll be a ball to start things off here for the third time through the order for HCV. Belials reached on a fielder's choice, stole a base in the second, and came in to score a run as well. Belials takes another ball, now 2-0 in the count. Walsh is the on-deck batter next here for the Burros. Overcast skies, currently at 70 degrees. Wind blowing a little in, but also from that left to right field foul pole. 2-0 pitch hit in the air up the third base line, and that'll be out of play closer to the batting cages here at Hendrickson Field. Now 2-1. Reminder, the Region 1 and Region 2 baseball tournaments you can watch on your live event coming up in a couple of weeks. Next week is the last full week in terms of the regular season in Region 1, and then you get to tournament time the week after. Here's the pitch hit on the ground of the second baseman. Wilprecht, it goes through his glove, and one run's going to come in. Doms goes from second to home. They get it to the cutoff man there, Newstill at short, but now it's a 9-0 game here for HCV. So that one going to get by Wilprecht there, and Belials is able to get aboard. Dolan will come in, and Nelson goes from first to third. And now Braden Walsh will step up. Walsh with runners at the corners, one out here. A run scored for Walsh, with also a run driven in on the RBI single back in the second here for the Burros. And the pitch. Walsh takes one, going to second base. Scampering down there is Gavin. Now runners in the corners here on the 1-0 offering here for Roney. Braden Walsh sees the pitch, hits one, and then that'll be up the third base line as head coach here for HCV just lets it go by there with Coach Ben Stan. That'll be 1-1. Burros came out early. They've led wire to wire so far in this one. 3 runs in the first, 5 runs in the second so far, 1 across here in the third. That one in there for a strike now, 1-2 to Walsh. Rourke playing in on the grass here for the Tornadoes. The infield playing in here for Oaks as well. This one a good rip there by Walsh, out of play now. 1-2. Earlier today, I believe we saw the 10-run rule as well. That was through 4 innings as part of the Enderlin invite. Actually, that was through 3. Maple River over Harvey West County, 12-2. So we might even see that here if HCV can add on some runs. Walsh takes up for a ball. Now 2-2. Cole Hebel is due up next. You do have first base unoccupied here, but Roney will have a strikeout. This one is hit in the air to right center field, and that's going to be down for a base knock. 1 run is in. The right fielder, Simonuski, trying to get it in quickly. Can it's a 2 RBI single here for Braden Walsh. Nelson comes in from third. Belials comes in from second base, and Walsh gets the 2 RBI single for a new score at 11-0 with 1 out here in the top of the third inning. Coach Greg Dobitz will come on. We'll see if there's a pitching change here, and it is. We're back after this. We'll let you know of the new pitcher here for Oaks on your live event.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including United Concordia that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield and all Delta dental insurances. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or need tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum, thank you for your business, and they look forward to continuing to serve you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro.
The days are getting longer, the sun will shine on the fields, and soon the crop will be planted and sprouting. Tim Cazzette Seed Sales in Hillsboro, your local Golden Harvest seed dealer, wishes you a safe and successful planting season. Tim looks forward to seeing those black dirt fields rise to green and then shimmer with gold this year. Visit with Tim Cazzette Seed Sales about your options and what fits right for you and your field at 701-430-0877. Happy farming from Tim Cazzette Seed Sales of Hillsboro.
North Dakota state law requires students attending school to be up to date on immunizations that protect them from life-threatening diseases such as measles, chickenpox, mumps, or pertussis. Trail District Health Unit reminds parents to get your children all the recommended vaccinations for their health and the safety of our community. Contact Trail District Health Unit if you have any vaccination questions or if you would like to schedule an appointment. Call 701-636-4434 for Trail District Health Unit.
A new pitcher into the game is Dolney now for the Oaks Tornadoes. Dolney goes from center field to the pitcher. The pitcher, Roney, goes from the pitcher to short. The shortstop, Newstill, goes from short to second. As Wilprecht goes from second to the center fielder here as Cole Hebel, first pitch, hits a mile high. And then we're going to have the errant throw as well, but going from first to second will be Walsh. Hebel gets aboard, and it's still one out here in the top of the third inning. Roney will finish with 2 1/3. He is on the hook for the runner at second in Walsh. 11 runs against him, 3 walks and 3 strikeouts here on the mound for Roney. Now at the plate is going to be Aaron Johnson. A walk with a run scored in the first, struck out his last time in the second. And that'll be a ball as HCV will bring their 7th batter to the plate here on the top of the third. Burrows with 3 runs off of a 2 RBI single by Walsh, but 3 runs so far scored in this half inning. As Johnson works ahead in the count, got a batter's count 2-0 right now. Dolney looks back the runner at second and the pitch. This one is hit and smashed and might need some car insurance after that one with the windshield potentially. That one was hit on the screws, but up the left field line, foul. Here's the 2-1 offering upcoming to Johnson. And the pitch. This one is hit. Just foul as well. Up the third baseline yet again. Now 2-2. So waited back a little bit longer there, but still got one foul. 2 good rips, though, by Johnson. It'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here. Runner at second is Walsh. At first is Hebel. The cleanup batter here with Johnson. With 1 out in the top of the third for HCV. And the pitch. Swung on and missed since the second strikeout for Johnson at the plate. The first for Dolney coming on in relief, and 2 outs now here in the top of the third inning. As Limke steps up, Limke hit a 3-run homer to straightaway center field to open up the scoring for the Burros in the top of the first. And the pitch. Limke swung on and missed, now 0-1. Limke also with a single here today. 0-1 offering on the way by Blazin Dolney, the sophomore pitcher for Oaks. That'll miss for a ball, now 1-1. Devin Johnson, the on-deck batter here for HCV. Looking to join the hit parade if Limke can get aboard. And the pitch. Limke hits one foul up the first base line, now 1-2. Hillsboro-Central Valley and the Oaks Tornadoes here as part of the Enderlin Baseball Invitational from Hendrickson Field. Dolney, one good pitch away from getting out of the inning. And the pitch. This one is hit deep to center field as Limke done it again. Will the wind bat it down to the track? And that is going to be a long out. Wilprecht does a good job following that one all the way to the fence to retire the side. But not before the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros get 3 runs across on 2 hits. There was 2 errors and 2 runners left aboard. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. HCV up by 11.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Valley General Store is ready for your business. Valley General Store is open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the intersection of Highway 200 and Highway 75. They can meet many of your needs with hardware, plumbing, electrical, tools, groceries, meat, fresh produce, frozen foods, baked goods, paper products, pet supplies, and other household goods. Check out Valley General Store's Facebook page for the weekly grocery sales flyer. Now open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. It's Valley General Store in Halstead.
Here's another reason why you should contact Mike, Darren, and Tim at Wright Implement Hillsboro. Let them know I said call Wright Implement.
For shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Wright Implement in Hillsboro. 701-636-5692. Check out Wright Implement for farm equipment, repair, and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Wright Implement, 701-636-5692.
Go to the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Oaks Tornadoes. They will send the 7, 8, and 9 batters to the order. Max Wallach, first pitch, swinging, hits one to Limke in left field, and that gets by Limke there. So the first hit of the game, Wallach rounds first on his way to second. He'll see Limke throw it in, and well, that one just turned the wind around a little bit. Did Max first pitch swinging for the sophomore third baseman, and he gets the first hit of the afternoon here for the Tornadoes. As Dolney will step in, the sophomore center fielder. Wasting little time there. Max was ready to go and able to hit one to left and over Limke's head. That one's going to be missing outside for a ball, now 1-0. Oaks Tornadoes will play after this against the Thompson Tommies. That game's scheduled for 6:30. Might be a little bit earlier than that, pending the conclusion of this one. Now 2-0 for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. A win against Thompson, 6-5 in a Region 2 game earlier in this tournament. That one fouled, and then the Burros lost to Northern Cass in 4 innings, 9-8 yesterday in a non-region tilt. Also a non-region tilt here with the Oaks Tornadoes. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs here to the number 8 batter, Dolney, and the pitch. Swung on and missed, and Walsh gets his 3rd strikeout here. He's faced 5 batters. That's a 2-2. Gave him an extra strike there. So 2-2 now to Dolney. And the pitch. There's the strikeout, this time looking. So 3 strikeouts over 5 batters here. And 1 out now in the bottom of the 3rd inning. As Simanowski, the right fielder. And actually there will be a new batter to the plate here for Oaks, as it'll be Cooper Quant, the sophomore. And Quant first pitch swinging up the first base line, and that'll be foul. So far for Oaks, no runs on 1 hit. The Tornadoes do have 2 errors, with so far nobody left on base for Hillsboro-Central Valley. The Burros with 11 runs across so far off of 8 hits. 3 runners left on base and no errors. This one goes to the first baseman. Hebo will collect it, go 3 unassisted. So the runner does scamper to 90 feet closer to home, and Wallach now at 3rd. But Simanowski make that. Quant is out here for out number 1. As Fletcher Wilprecht will step up here, the junior, with 2 down. in the bottom of the third inning. Wilprecht grounded out his last time up, and the pitch. That one going to miss for a ball, now 1-0. The on-deck batter is Roney. If Fletcher can get aboard, and the pitch from Walsh. Missing, now 2-0. Outfield playing straight away. Pretty much the same for the infield right now, and the 2-0 pitch. This one foul back will make it 2-1. Game that's getting a little bit closer to the 60-minute time frame. Currently 55 minutes old in this one with the Burros and the Tornadoes. 5-inning baseball game here as part of this Enderlin baseball invite. That one going to miss on the inner part of the plate now. 3-1. Limke with 1 inning of work with 1 strikeout. Walsh so far an inning and 2/3 with 3 Ks. That one gets to the backstop. The runner, Wallach, will come in, slide in safely, and that's going to be a walk. And the runner, Wilprecht, will go from first to second. So Oaks gets on the board for the first time here in this contest via the YO pitch. As Max scampers in for a run scored, then Fletcher was hustling out of the batter's box as he goes from first to second. First walk of the afternoon for the Tornadoes after getting their first hit, all here in the third inning, and Oaks has a run across the board now. As Roney will be coming up to the plate with an 11-1 game here in the bottom of the third. As he hits one to the third baseman, Johnson across, and the one-hop snag by Hebel to retire the side. Aaron Johnson doing a nice job of getting to that one backhanded. The one-hopper, 6-3 on the putout here, and no run, make it 1 run on 1 hit. You have no errors and 1 runner left on base, and it's the 10-run rule after 3. So the Oaks Tornadoes get 1 but can't get more than that, and it's going to be a final 11-1 in 3 innings. We're back after this with our post-game show on your live event.
The City of Hillsboro welcomes you with opportunities to build, grow, live, and work in the Hillsboro community. With the City of Hillsboro Renaissance Zone, new businesses and entrepreneurs can use to start a business. The time for you to consider Hillsboro is now. Come see us, make the drive, and visit the City of Hillsboro. Contact city offices or visit www.hillsboro-nd.com. Small town, big opportunity. Experience Hillsboro.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts share this message to all community members about building assets in your community. Hi, this is Hayden Allen. Young people grow strong through positive relationships with adults. It only takes a small investment of time to truly make a difference in a young person's life. You can help build up a young person by taking just a minute to give them words of encouragement and advice, making them feel the true impact they have in the community. A message provided by everyone at Hillsboro and Central Valley School District.
You know the importance of planning before you plant. To finish strong, you need a solid start. That's why at Cess Vonderhoff, we remain committed to developing sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, all to help you make spring decisions that will yield the harvest you envision. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cess Vonderhoff, a passion that grows.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
As we come back here on a post-game show, Hillsboro-Central Valley in 3 innings wins it 11-1 over the Oaks Tornadoes. Our post-game show is brought to you by our friends at Halstead Telephone Company. For more information, go online at halsteadtel.com. That's halsteadtel.com, and discover local reliability you can trust with Halstead Telephone Company. 11 runs, 8 hits to make that 11 runs, 8 hits, no errors, and HCV had 3 runners left on base for the Oaks Tornadoes. No runs, 1 hit, 2 errors, and 1 runner left on base. Walsh will be the winning pitcher, with Roney being the losing pitcher. A game in 58 minutes of time here today at Hendrickson Field. The final again, 11-1. Roney goes 2 1/3 innings, 3 walks, 3 Ks, 11 runs against him. Not all of those earned. On the opposite side, Lemke 1 inning of work with 1 strikeout. Walsh with 2 innings of work, 1 hit, 1 run against, 1 walk, and 3 Ks for HCV. The Burros 3 runs in the first, 5 in the second, 3 in the third. Oaks scoreless in the first 2 innings and 1 run across in the third. That 1 run coming with Max Swalbuck. Leadoff double, then comes in via the wild pitch. On the opposite side for HCV, the Burros' Cole Hebel would have a 2-run homer in the second. 2 runs and 2 runs driven in as well. Again, Lemke with a 3-run shot in the first, 1 run scored and 2 hits. And then Andrew Dolam had 2 at-bats with 2 runs scored on a double and a single as well here for Andrew for some of the players. Let's get now to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Fans is now finished. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. That's enbridge.com/line3.us for Enbridge Energy, our player of the game. That'll go the combination of Lemke and Hebel with the home run variety, and then you can give it to Lemke and Walsh with 3 innings, just giving up a 1 hit as well for kind of a mutual or a co-op here. Players of the game for Enbridge Energy. And then we get to our RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game. Now that you're getting ready to plant and hopefully going to be planting sooner rather than later, RDK Enterprises of Hillsboro and Drayton wants you to have a safe and successful planting season. For more information, call 701-636-2119. And for the RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game, that'll be the couple of home runs we saw by Lemke, and alongside with him as well, Cole Hebel, both in the first and second innings respectively. So HCV, 11 runs, 8 hits. Oaks with 1 run and 1 hit across 2 errors and 1 runner left on base. Again, a game of 58 minutes here for the Oaks Tornadoes. They drop this contest. This is their second game of the Enderlin Baseball Invitational. They are now 0-2 for HCV. They picked up a win over Thompson. They lost to Northern Cass, but they pick up a win here over Oaks. So HCV will wrap up the Enderlin Baseball Invitational here at Hendrickson Field at 2-1. That does it for this contest between the Burros and the Oaks Tornadoes. For upcoming Burro action, go to YourLiveEvent.com. Our next broadcast for the Oaks Tornadoes here on Your Live Event, where we're scheduled to have a game at Northern Cass on Monday for high school baseball for Region 1. That'll be at 4:30. On behalf of Jake Wocherba, I'm Chase Miller. Thank you very much for tuning in to high school baseball. Our final game of 14 from Hendrickson Field is coming up next between Thompson and Oaks here on Your Live Event. Good rest of your Saturday evening.